And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to this week's episode of the Short Box, where we bitch about the current state of comics and pop culture in general. And my co-host, the amazing Ginger Wolverine, has joined me today. The youngin' that he is. He's sipping something, we don't know what. We don't ask that on this stream. So how you doing this week, Gingy?
Oh, pretty good. Uneventful, but good.
Right on. Yeah, uneventful week all around. Except for that new issue of Phantom, man. That new run of the Phantom is really good. And Kanan White did the cover, did some of the variant covers for the series.
Oh, okay.
So now you have to get it.
I was doing some research on the Phantoms earlier, too, so I'm kind of interested.
It's a straight up simple hero for being hero's sake type deal. That's all the Phantom is, and it's great. He's got no superpowers. He's got martial arts and a dual set of pistols. And Batman drew a lot of influence from the Phantom too. Graham Nolan got started writing Phantom comic strips.
Oh, okay. Graham Nolan. I didn't know that.
Yep. So we got the mighty Graham Nolan doing his thing. So we got a lot of stuff to go over this week. Man, do I have a large file for stuff to go over. But first, I want to go over this Reddit collection that I found. Like, I do troll over Reddit and talk with Reddit folks about, and not really talk to them, but, do Reddit stuff and chit-chat with folks and things like that. And this one is absolutely crazy. Some guy inherited a collection from his dad. And this is a fantastic thing. Yay, inheriting collections from your dad and stuff like that. But what his dad got is absolutely crazy. Not so much the Captain Marvel, but the Demon in a Bottle and the Punisher first appearance of the Punisher are kind of an attention grabber.
the one on the bottom, the Guardians of the Galaxy. That one isn't much, but it's the first. That's the first Guardians comic, isn't it?
I don't know. No, I don't know if it's the first one, but these are the two I recognize. The Demon in a Bottle, as Tony Stark was an alcoholic, and the Amazing Punisher. Then we got some really good X-Men comics, including a first Dazzler.
Holy crap! This guy's got.
That's it. The Dazzler's in really good condition too. And we have Days of Future Past X-Men run, the first one. Werewolf by Night, some Werewolf by Night first with Moon Knight, some Hulk and Wolverine. And I'm just like, dang, this guy really got it. Hey, all, I'm looking like, and this is what he's like. I'm looking for some advice. I inherited my father's old collection, 541 comics in total from 67 to 85 period. And I'm just sitting there like, oh, good God.
This guy's lucky.
Yeah. That's the 33 is the first appearance of Moon Knight. Just such crazy books. Just really good books. And I'm like, good on him. First Alpha Flight. But yeah, I'm like, holy crow, those are such good books. I really got, they have the Days of Future Past trade paperback used at my local comic shop. I just haven't been able to bite the bullet. I don't have enough time to read it all the time. But no, like the Demon in a Bottle, like I love Spider-Man, don't get me wrong, but this isn't like the first appearance of the Punisher, yeah, Tony Stark started, like these two would be like, we're gonna, we're gonna get him cleaned and sent out for grading.
Yeah.
Because that's just nuts.
I still need to read Demon in a Bottle.
I need to read Demon. Like, I know it, I haven't read it. But just, holy crow, man. I'm like, seriously, that's insane. Ugh, what else do we got here? There is so much stuff going on back and forth over the last week about Gunn's status after the sale. Like, I got 6 different articles saying he's in, he's out, we don't know. I'm going to be more inclined to go, we don't know at this point. But it all depends on who they're getting sold to. And dang.
I heard a lot of stuff.
I don't want him on DC anymore. I just don't. I don't want him on DC. I don't want him near any more superhero. Well, maybe, something 60s and campy. But I just do not want him near any more DC crap.
No, I don't either. I thought I did. And then the more he delved into everything with DC, I was like, I don't know if I like this direction. So, and then Superman came out, and I was like, yeah, I'm done.
Like,
I still have hopes for the Green Lantern series, but that's pretty much it.
I got some bad news for you.
Please, don't.
And that was one of the articles I found, and what I hear, I'm just like, I am done with this shit. I am so done with anything Gunn touching DC. Like, the Superman came out to wide praise. People loved it. And then they watched it a second time and were like, why did I like this? So, yeah, it's a hit or miss with Superman. Either you seem to love it or you hate it. There's no in between on it.
Hated it.
And I honestly feel from everything I've seen, like, I haven't seen the movie, and nor will I ever waste a minute of my life watching that full film. I've caught the TikToks and the shorts of it, which apparently is all you need to get the movie, which is really bad. But from everything that I hear, that movie is more of a setup for Supergirl than it is a Superman movie. It's all about crypto and the Kryptonians on Earth and, Supergirl. Like, it's more set up there to set up Supergirl than it is to actually be a Superman movie.
The only thing that I liked about Superman, the movie, was Guy Gardner, and then I didn't like the movie altogether, but the representation of Superman was spot on. Everything else is just, it's bad.
The only issues I had with the movie, I thought the casting was good. I thought the film, from everything I've seen, was unbelievably bloated.
Oh, the CGI.
Like, the CGI looks mid for the budget that it had. The Justice Friends, seriously, the Justice Friends, all that stuff. I'm like, why? There's no need to. It's a Superman movie, not a Justice Friends movie. You should have done a Justice Friends movie. Heck, you could have done a Justice Friends series. You know what? Honestly, James Gunn would have been good with a Justice Society. Because you can stick to that 60 campies aesthetic that he likes so much. And you can use the original heroes, but you can't. Because that won't make the money.
Yeah. He that weird, goofy feet type of vibe that they get from Guardians 1 through 3. James Gunn did the same thing and brought it over to not as aggressive, but it was still the same. And I'm like, it doesn't work with Superman, James. Like, you need to change that. It was kind of just didn't work.
That's why I checked out on the film as soon as I heard that he was going to do it, because I knew exactly what he was going to do. it's a formula that consistently works for them. It doesn't work with Superman. You could have done a Super Friends thing. You could have done a Justice Society movie. You could have done so much, but you took the Man of Steel. You turned him into a fucking Viltrumite.
Yeah.
And you turned freaking Jor-El of Krypton into freaking Viltrumite. And man, ain't no way our Viltrumites gonna be one to have to go anywhere near that shit, man. Viltrumites are not a friendly race.
Nope.
Oh, stop, buddy. Yes, I know. There's other people outside in the world, and the squirrels are running around gathering the last of winter. He's a prophetic squirrel person. So, yeah, no, but we'll get into this, and I don't want to ruin your day, but it's gonna. Apparently, according to some information, Lanterns will be about Jon Stewart replacing Hal Jordan. They can't be two heroes at the same time. It's young cop, old cop trains young cop. What's he going to do? Hand the ring over? I don't think that's how it works.
So, I don't have a problem with this casting, but isn't
Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan are roughly the same age.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Hal Jordan's here in his late to 40s, early 50s, and freaking Peach Fuzz there looks like he's barely freaking like 29. And as part of the Lanterns coverage, which will air on an HBO miniseries, HBO sometime in early 2026, God help us all, who reveals that the Lantern, it takes place in a couple different time periods and deals with Hal Jordan, who Mundy describes as having a throwback Chuck Yeager vibe. Okay. And butting heads with Jon Stewart's quiet authority. Okay, but okay, so I like this pick because you can see the ring right there. You got the ring right there. Okay, fantastic. The ring isn't passable unless Hal dies. It's not like you can go here, take this ring.
Oh, yeah. What?
So the only way he's going to become a Lantern is if they kill Hal Jordan. Or they're just going to, once again, screw canon. We don't need it.
I wonder if they're going into the kind of like he's getting old, he needs to retire type of thing.
Maybe, I don't know. But at this point, what do you think Gunn's going to do? Stick to canon or do whatever Gunn wants?
At this point, James has just been doing whatever the frick he wants.
Our show is in a lot of ways about replacement and should someone step aside when it's time for the next person. He can't step aside. He will be a Lantern till the day he dies. And then the ring will fly back to Oa or go find a new person. This is the nature of the Green Lantern rings. It has been since Abin Sur crashed on Earth.
James Gunn is a comic book fan. That's what frustrates me.
He's a fucking tourist.
He should know that this is not how the Lanterns work.
He should, but he just doesn't care. And that's what it comes down to. He doesn't care. He wants to put his interpretation on it. People don't want your interpretation. They want these stories that exist adapted. And also notice how even Marvel is not using any stories or any real stories before like 2012. They're using all the new runs, everything like that. Why? Because they can, and they're trying to rewrite all the stuff that happened. They're literally trying, like Disney's doing it. They're all doing it. They're trying to say nothing happened before, and this is the canon. Like, they look at what they did with Star Wars. And mark my words, when Lucas dies, they will put out a prequel, a sequel, redo the whole original trilogy, and it will line up with their canon.
Oh, they're. I think they're planning on it.
And they want to rewrite and erase Lucas's Star Wars because it's not Lucas's anymore. So they can do whatever they want with it and progressively, continually divide the fan base into nothing where they don't make any money till they gobble up another IP. Just sucks.
Stop giving me bad news, bro.
Sorry, man. But no, this is out of Geeks and Gamers, and there's the lowest Superman. You know what always got me? I'm not even a big DC fan, but I know enough about it to get myself into trouble. I know that DC, everything that was heralded, everything that happened, everything started when Superman appeared. The rise and the dawn of the golden age of heroes on Earth. And that's what Superman rung in. And you don't get that from any of this. There was no questioning for Superman. There was no anything like that. There was literally everybody started waking up and being the best they could be because this being from another world who just wanted to help Earth did that. He had no altruistic values. He literally just came to Earth, raised here, and did his Superman thing. A hero, a beacon for everybody. But apparently, they just don't want to do that. And it sucks.
Yeah. I hate this scene, by the way.
I hate the whole fucking movie. Sorry. I hate the whole fracking movie. I really do.
This is the scene that got me, like, that I literally, almost quite literally left the theater. I should have.
I would have gone for a refund. I've never walked out of a theater, and the only time I was close was for Endgame. Not for the reasons you think. There was a birthday party with 7 to 11-year-olds who don't know how to shut their yaps.
Oh.
And they blocked off the good seats for the little midget, for the little offspring. And I thought I'd be safe going on a Saturday afternoon when no one was around. And I should have walked out and went back later. I should have, but I had to see it opening weekend. I've been avoiding everything. And I almost walked out. If they had started talking during that last scene of the movie, I would have left.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have to go into the theater and see all the good seats blocked. You should tell people that there's a birthday party for that showing.
You should. There should just be a reserving studio for. Or
they did. They reserved it, and they reserved those. That's part of the birthday pack. That was part of the birthday package, and it was the only gripe I had with my theater. Like, after I started going after that, I would ask every time I went to go see a movie, is even the rated R ones, just to piss them off, is there a birthday party in that theater this week? Today? Because there ain't no way in heck I'm going to do that again. I'm going to suffer through that and ruin one of the most pinnacle movies in the last 30 years. Because that really pissed me off. Like, I get, happy birthday, little Billy, whatever. But seriously, shut your kids up. Or don't bring him to the theater.
That's so.
It wasn't like 5 kids either. It was like 15 kids. They got a pizza party and a movie. I'm like, hey, you know what? That's great. I mean, but isn't this why Chuck E. Cheese and shit is around? There's one in town over. Couldn't took them to Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
All right. So no, apparently that's what they're doing for Lanterns, and I'm like, he's training a replacement, and I'm like, come on, man, seriously?
This
Like,
was
I like the casting. I think Jon Stewart should be older, and it's all on Earth. A cosmic hero like Lantern is all on Earth.
yeah. I'm sure the acting is gonna like the actors are gonna do great.
But this is just, I can't get behind this. Like, I can't. Like, I love the casting. I've actually seen this guy. I don't know his name, but I've seen this guy before and stuff. And he's a great actor.
Yeah.
And he's a great casting for Hal Jordan. But I just can't get behind this film. All right. So, yeah, no, I just wish I could. I got a hold of this week. I got a hold of I got a hold of some good Saturday morning cartoons. X-Men and Wolverine and the X-Men. When, and I'm like that. I remember it should have gotten a second season, but didn't. And the second season was setting up Age of Apocalypse. Then, I got X-Men Evolution and Gargoyles. Just to watch something that's not brain dead dribble. It's reaching that point for me, dude. But no, like, I'll brave an episode of the Lantern, but and apparently, this is for like the next big major villain for Superman, according to like James Gunn and everything like that, is apparently gonna be Brainiac.
Yeah, it was good. Originally, Brainiac was gonna be in the first one.
He should have been in the first one.
Mm-hmm.
So, have you heard what I would have done for a Superman movie? Now, I can't write dialogue, but I can set up everything else. So,
I did.
So basically, you take Superman and you do the 20-minute intro, 20 minutes of him crashing on Earth and everything like that, going through Raising by Ma and Pa Kent. But instead of that scene where, like where it kicks off and where, you have that first appearance of Superman and everything like that, after he takes off, like, you go through and you do Ma and Pa Kent, finding him, Clark grows up. You can even do like a little like Smallville tilt your hat to the series and everything like that. And then after, like, he goes up to the fortress, and after it leaves the fortress and flies away, you start panning slowly back into space, like from Earth into space. And you get radio signals. And they beam into space. Man, like all of his highlights from defeating all of these monsters, enemies, creatures. Superman saves all that stuff. The legendary interview with Lois Lane, that's in every Superman comic ever made, of him having a conversation. I'm from Krypton, all that stuff. And as it echoes into space, it goes deeper and deeper and deeper out of our galaxy, out of our solar system. It's basically doing a time skip. And it blinks and it goes to Brainiac shit. Brainiac goes to Earth, does his Brainiac thing, teams up with Lex Luthor. Superman beats them both, saves Lois. There's a movie. Then you tack on the end scene. Not one, but two. One, you have them recovering some of the wreckage from Brainiac's ship. And inside, Superman finds the bottle city of Kandor. Fantastic. There you go. Or in this case, he finds Kara-El's pod. So he's like, oh, he's not the only one anymore, And you could do that arc for Supergirl. The post-credit scene, like after the credits are done, Brainiac backed himself up on one of Lex's private servers that's not connected to the internet. So he literally can't do anything and is stuck in limbo. Future use of Brainiac available. Lex is in jail. You have options, and there's a Superman movie. That's all you need to do. You can get that done in 2 hours, easy. Maybe less, hour 45. And the thing is you had the beginning. You're like, oh, all the people who didn't want to see him go through that beginning of Superman stage didn't get it. It will skip to the Golden Age of Heroes, where Superman's just peaking and everybody's starting to wake up on this Kryptonian that came to Earth. He doesn't have any other heroes yet. They aren't there. There's no Lantern in the sector yet because it hasn't really caught up. There's other options, but I don't want any more style. You're starting middle of the story. You can't start in the middle of the story with a reboot again.
No.
And I would love a Brainiac film. I really would. I was wanted to see Brainiac. I loved Brainiac on Smallville. I liked Brainiac in the cartoon. I always thought he should come to the big screen. But Brainiac or Mongol and the Man of Tomorrow, if there is a Man of Tomorrow. So far, the only films we know we're getting are Millie Alcott's freaking Supergirl, which is roughly based on Woman of Tomorrow. And from what I hear, that's not well celebrated.
Mm.
And I'm not a DC reader, so I can't say for sure. I can only offer what I hear, and I'm not shelling out $30 for a trade paperback I can hate. But just, this is all really questionable crap. And Mongol's cool. What are they going to do? Battle World?
Oh yeah, they're doing that too. Yeah.
They're doing the team up. There's the Bottle City of Kandor right there. And it's not that hard to do. I think it would. I can come up with something. A DC normie can come up with something with better off the hip than Gunn does.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to put my spin on it. I'm just trying to take what's in the comics and putting it on the screen.
10-year-old kid could make a better story, I think.
Bo, you are fashionably late, but it's okay, man. I appreciate that you're here. You just missed my take on Superman, what I would have done for a Superman movie. But it's horrible, man. I tried to get Nerdy Girl Creates on, but apparently she's having internet issues. And doesn't respond to her ex DMs, which I can't falter there. But no, man, like, I'm tired of directors' tabs. I'm tired of their thoughts and their vision. I don't care about if you're doing somebody else's IP. I don't care about your vision.
Yeah.
I want X story adapted for screen. If you want your own vision, make your own fucking movie. Like, some of the best original films came out from either book adaptations or people just doing their own thing.
It's true. It's true. I mean, if you look at the first Avengers movie, I mean, that was technically inspired by the first Avengers comic book, but it was a modernized take, and it did amazing. Obviously,
it had build up. I still say the best movies out of the original Marvel run. Believe it or not, Endgame was all about the payoff. It wasn't a good film on its own. Endgame was all about the 10-year payoff. Infinity War is a better movie, but the really one I love is Winter Soldier. I love Winter Soldier. And Gary from Nerdrotic put it the best. Comic books is a medium for storytelling. It can be this, it can be a superhero story, but it can also be a spy thriller. It can be a superhero story, but it can also be a space adventure. That's what comics can bring to the table. And the first part of Marvel did a really good job with that.
Yeah, they did. I think once they sent it over to Disney, that's when things started to slowly.
It was all right with Disney taking over for a while until they got rid of Ike Perlmutter. Once Ike Perlmutter was gotten rid of, and Feige had full creative control, that's when it went downhill. It really went downhill when they started casting directors because of ethnicity or skin color or whatever, because they checked a box.
Yeah. See, and I thought he was going to do great because I liked the Angel and Buffy the Vampire Slayer, so I was like, cool.
Oh, that's Joss Whedon. That's a whole nother animal, man.
Yeah, I mixed those two up.
I didn't like Age of Ultron. Wasn't a bad movie, but it wasn't a great movie. I mean, I honestly think Civil War is better than Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
Like I think they cracked out Ultron way too soon. Ultron is a far greater threat than one movie.
They should have. I think they should have either made the movie a little longer or done a part 2, because Ultron was such underappreciated in that movie. So he was one of my favorite villains when I was a kid.
Ultron's great. I was always a fan of I'm a Spider-Man guy, and I always liked Kraven the Hunter and the Shocker. Really liked the Shocker. The idea that his suit is the one that does. That's why he does. He's absorbing stuff from the ground. But I always like the Shocker. I like low-key. I don't like mainstream things. I don't like popular things.
Yeah.
Because I have learned over the years that if something becomes popular, it's going to shift to when it shifts to mainstream and then starts to appeal to masses, it will eventually just completely tank and fall off a cliff. And that's why I don't watch anime anymore. It has gotten so popular. It is so mainstream now. I was watching anime. I was watching Toonami. I used to watch Inuyasha. I really should do a rewatch of Inuyasha. I really like Inuyasha. My favorite animes to this day still remain Outlaw Star and Big O. Two amazing animes, especially Outlaw Star. 26 episodes, 1 season.
Yeah.
Ultron was far greater than the movie. Yes, Ultron's threat. Like, what really upset me most is that James Spader's performance as Ultron, that cold, hollow voice that he did, was phenomenal. Like, I love James Spader. I've loved James Spader in his roles. I loved him as Raymond Reddington in The Blacklist. He was great. I liked him in freaking Boston Legal. He deserves so much more. Ultron is greater than one movie, and unfortunately, we're never going to see him again. Unless it's some shit animation.
Yeah.
And, Franklin, we all know what's coming with the MCU in Doomsday. Franklin Richards is going to reset all of reality and sit where Loki's sitting right now, and then they're going to do a reset of all of Marvel, and it's horrible predictability crap, and you can't do them. I said last week, I will say it again this week. You cannot do a multiverse in cinema.
Yeah. No, I don't. That's a snooze fest.
Because it'll take 50 years for a payoff.
Yeah.
But this is just Mongol. I could see Mongol doing well, but knowing Gunn, he wants to ruin Doomsday and find a reason for Lex and Superman to team up. And that's going to be what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't care about any of the next Avengers movies at all. I don't give a crap.
So far, the only thing I have heard that I have liked coming out of anything James Gunn has done with the DCU is casting Jason Momoa as Lobo. At that point, what you need to do is you need to take Lobo, put him in his own movie, and let Lobo be Lobo.
Mm-hmm. And here's what I think too. I think I mentioned this in the first episode, but I think Alan Moore's kind of a weirdo, but I think Alan Moore should kind of do kind of like a reprise role of Aquaman in a way. A lot of people want him to do Batman, but I don't know. I don't really see that.
Alan Moore?
Yeah, the guy that played Aquaman in Smallville.
Oh, that was Alan Richardson.
Yeah, Alan Richardson. I'm sorry.
Alan Richardson. Alan Moore. I'm like, Alan Moore. Wait, that's V for Vendetta. D for Shorter. I'm going over the call. I don't remember when he did an Aquaman run.
No. Yeah, Alan Richardson. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, man, I'm butchering my.
It's been a week, dude. It's been one of those weeks where it just closed by. With you starting the new job, your brain must be working through the new stuff that you got to learn and everything like that.
Yeah.
Happens to me too, dude. I understand your pain.
But yeah, I think he'd do great as Aquaman, reprising his role.
He would do a great job. But unfortunately, I want him to stay the hell away.
No,
Because as soon
no,
as
yeah, no, definitely. But
stick
if
with
I were to
Reacher,
cast-
dude. Stick with Reacher.
Yeah, no. If I were to cast Aquaman, it would be Alan Richardson. So
If I was to cast Aquaman, believe it or not, I wouldn't cast him as Aquaman. I'd cast him as Starman.
okay, yeah, I can see that one. Yeah,
If I'm gonna I like main characters, you can always go back and forth. This guy's better. This guy's better. But me, I want to cast the low key characters, like Starman. Like it's just a suit with a stick.
yeah,
I'd also put on. I'd also have him like. I honestly, I'd bring back Pierce Brosnan as Doctor Fate. Without question, I bring him back as Doctor Fate. That's the only one I bring back because that made Black Adam semi worth watching. And you just skip to the Doctor Fate scenes.
yeah, yeah. A lot of people want Chris Pratt as Booster Gold.
I don't want Chris Pratt as Brewster Gold. Bad cat. I don't. It's not. He's already Star-Lord. He's already doing other things. Keep him away from superhero movies. Unfortunately, he's gone off really in popularity, so we probably wouldn't do it. Glenn Powell
Yeah,
as Booster Gold. You know what he looks like?
yeah, and Glenn Powell. I know Glenn Powell.
Glenn Powell would make a fantastic. Speaking of creepy, Allison Mack from Smallville is doing a podcast. Oh, that's going to go well. Well,
Yeah.
she's got to do something eventually.
She should stay away from the internet.
She should stay away from the internet as well as all those poor kids who are on Harry Potter. Keep them the hell away from the internet.
Yeah.
Apparently, when they were doing interviews for Stranger Things, they asked, Noah about a 13-year-old if he was gay, a 12-year-old if he was gay or not on the red carpet. What are you doing asking a 12-year-old that fucking question?
Yeah, no.
Keep him away from the red carpet, seriously.
Yep. Luckily, the adult actors on that show protect the kids, so.
Yeah. They did a good job with it for the first films, but their parents should keep them the hell off of the red carpet, seriously.
Mhm.
All right, what else do we got going over today? Yes, I do all week. I skip doing this stuff. Yeah, one says James Guns are numbered. James Gunn safe. James Gunn in limbo. Honestly, it's in limbo. Nobody knows what's going to happen after the WB is sold. Now, what's interesting is who's going after it. Well, they have here's the thing. Warner's has one of the biggest, if not the biggest IP on the planet next to Pokemon, and that's Harry Potter.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, doesn't Warner Bros. Own a Harry Potter?
Harry Potter, all of DC, and so many other small IPs.
Yeah.
So it should be like if it goes to Netflix, we might see a resurgence of the Snyderverse. Because Netflix has a deal. If it goes to Paramount, they're gutting it. They are cleaning house, and it will be so delicious to see Gunn on the chopping block.
At this point, I don't think any studio nothing is gonna come of it anyway.
So what's going to end up happening is they're going to have movies in the pipeline that they have to finish and put out. So what it's going to do is it's once again going to confuse people. Look, we have the D. Snyderverse. We have Superman Return. We had the Reeves movies. We had a Superman Returns failed. Great movie, great casting, really shitty writing. Okay, so they rebooted with Snyder, and that was all over the place. And the Justice League was absolute complete crap. We never got a Batman movie that we deserved. Now we have Matt Reeves' Batman coming out. Next, we have all this Gunn universe. And look, somebody's buying. They're going to bring somebody on to do more Superman. And they're going to do more damage. Now, worse is they're going to have to put out the movies that were already finished. So we could potentially get the Man of Tomorrow and the Woman of Tomorrow after this, and that's it. And then they're gone. Then that's it, because they have to come out, or else they're going to lose money. Or they could Batwoman them, can them forever, and put them in a vault. so they can get the tax write-off.
Man, a Batflick movie would have been. Yeah, that would have been an amazing movie. Batflick.
Just saw Millie Bobby Brown's going after David Haber for bullying. Filming harassment and okay, yeah, I can't see David Haber doing that. By a guy who played her sheriff dad and foster dad, can't help but look at this skeptically. Yeah. Bo just said that in chat.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw the headline for that, and I was like, I'm not reading that.
For all you know, he's just a Trump supporter and made her uncomfortable.
Probably, yeah.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Go see how that pans out. Delete you. All right. Apparently, Supergirl is going to do reshoots.
Of course.
Because, Gunn doesn't do reshoots. But see, what's worse is this is really good casting. Seriously, Millie Alcock is great casting. Unfortunately, I have no faith in the writing. So, yeah, apparently they're doing reshoots, and it's going to include Superman. Because it apparently needs more testosterone. And more Superman and Lobo. Rumors from known scooper Daniel Richman, who suggests Cornswine is being added into the film, could also significantly change the story. Superman's costume pulled from studio tour. Yeah, they're putting him in the movie.
They need to get rid of that suit.
Dude, it's using the New 52 comics suit. And I'm like, I will give them this. At least they had the strongman trunks.
The trunks was it was the trunks and the Kingdom Come emblem that got me. That's what I liked about this movie.
I would love a Kingdom Come movie, an adaptation, not an old Superman, everything like that. And honestly, do you know who I would cast as I would cast what's his name? John Hamm. Get him into shape because he's got the salt and pepper hair already, and he's got the broad shoulders for Superman.
Yeah.
And he would do fantastic as a Kingdom Come Superman. Yeah. Well, some fans thought it was Man of Tomorrow. It doesn't start filming until next spring. Yeah, he's definitely going to make appearances in Supergirl, especially if they pulled the costume from the tour. You're going to a Superman tour without a Superman costume now.
They need to get. I don't like the suit. I don't like it.
I think the fact that Millie Alcock was drunk all the time and called Superman a bitch was stupid.
That was. It was a terrible introduction. It just shows that she's immature, and I'm like, okay, but yeah, she's young.
She's a Kryptonian.
Yeah, but she's also. Well, it did explain that she can get drunk. You can go to a specific planet and get drunk. That's how it was explained in the movie. In Kryptonians, because there's a specific sun where you can get drunk. I guess I don't know. But
Kingdom Come is a story arc where basically Superman got sick of all the other heroes squabbling and quit. He went to the Kent farm and just became a farmer. And all the other superheroes started begging him to come back. I don't know. I haven't read it. I haven't found a price for a copy for a reasonable price. The big deal was the art. The plot in the near future, the new generation of metahumans becomes increasingly violent and reckless, engaging in destructive battles with little distinct between heroes and villains. Yeah, it's a phenomenal done, but the art is where it's at, and because it's done by what is it? It is done by Alex Ross.
Okay.
And it is arguably one of the best comics out there. So, you got the big ones here. You got Soups, you got Power Girl, you got all this stuff. But Alex Ross, it is one of the most, like, even as a DC normie, I know about this. And from everything I've heard, even if you're not a DC fan, you want to read this comic. Because it's
really
just
good.
It's a comic. Like, even if you could be a Marvel, you could be a DC fan, but this is one of those comics that transcends both and is just a pinnacle of storytelling and comics.
It's a lot of dialogue, but it is amazing. It is a really good book.
It's on my list to get. I just don't have the money for it right now. I don't have the money for most of the stuff that I want. The only thing stopping me from buying out my comic shop of Spider-Man is money. Apparently he shows down with Shazam. I actually always liked Captain Marvel, the Shazam character. Mm-hmm. But no, the more and more Kingdom Come is good. Like, I'll tell you right now, if you do super chats and whatever, I will. If you want me to review something, send a super chat for it or a dono, and I will buy it and I will review it.
Nice.
Because I have money for my monthly polls and my Rippaverse seeds. Oh, and the Battle Beast trade paperback, because that's how I roll here. Like, I want to get the Invincible Ultimates because there's 11 of them. I'm missing 9, and they're $40 a piece. Just don't have the money for them. That's $40 for 13 comics and a lot of great looking art in those two. But no, just female-led comic book movies keep failing. Female-led comic book movies keep failing because you're catering to drunk wine moms with cats. Not female comic book movies are me because, let's face it, she ain't showing any boob. Make a Cosmic Girl movie, I guarantee you guys will rush in to see that flick.
I like her suit better than Corn Sweats. I'll say that too.
I do too. It's got the skirt.
Yeah.
It's got the skirt. I like the skirt. Supergirl in the skirt is fantastic.
The boots and everything. Yeah.
The boots, the skirt, everything like that. I really like that. And we need more of that. But Supergirl doing reshoots. I mean, why the hell? God, I don't do reshoots. Oh, look, Gunn's doing reshoots.
Yeah.
Brainiac, yeah. Apparently, President Trump apparently, this is out of Cosmic Book News. This happened right after a couple days after we ended stream, I think. Yeah, this happened 24th. I forgot to bring this up last week. This popped into my feed. Apparently, Trump is favoring Skydance to buy Warner Brothers.
Really?
According to this article, okay. Trump is favoring Skydance. And, say what you want about President Trump. You can love him. You can hate him. He knows his business. He does.
He does.
And I hope it's Skydance, because Paramount Skydance will clean house. They will set stuff back on track, and we might get some good movies before the end of the decade.
Hopefully.
But yeah. Oh, God. Clowns. Apparently, Amazon's after it. Comcast is after it. Amazon, Comcast, and Skydance are all, and Netflix are all in going after Warner's. And apparently Zaslav is holding out for $30 a share.
Okay.
So we'll see where that lands. But hey, that's some pretty good news. Is James Gunn safe? When did this come out? Apparently, Paramount were this one is the same out of Cosmic Book News. This is why it's back and forth all week with the Gunn. It's he's fired, he's staying, he wants to keep creative teams.
Most of what I've seen is that they're keeping him, but it is back and forth for sure.
It's back and forth. Now, see, here's the thing: they'll keep him till the movies are out because he has to be there to promote the movies. He directed them, he created them. So the only reason Snyder left was because his kid Minecrafted herself.
Yeah.
So he'll be around, and then after those movies are made, they could actually just take creative control from him and say, "You have to go through us." Oh, I don't want to do that. Bye.
I also heard that James Gunn and Zack Snyder were talking about other filming, but who knows for what's going to happen now.
Gunn does really well when he has his own movies and sticks to his wheelhouse.
Yeah.
The friendly cops with the banter, Guardians, again, give him a Justice Society.
Yeah. The Scooby-Doo movies were pretty good too.
Scooby-Doo movies are so much fun.
Yeah.
I love the Scooby-Doo movies. Matthew Lillard is fantastic. I love Matthew Lillard as Shaggy, man.
Yeah.
But no, this is just absolutely insanity. He's gone. He's fired. Honestly, with the way he's acting, I think he knows he's going. I really do. Oh, I can do whatever I want. Fuck everybody else. I'm like, that's a guy who's running for doing damage as he runs out the building.
Yeah.
And he has complete control. Zaslav can't do anything. But no, that's just nuts, man. Like honestly, I would rather watch the 90s Shadow and Phantom and the Rocketeer than anything coming out these days for superheroes. And if you haven't seen the Rocketeer yet, watch it.
Oh yeah.
It's on Disney Plus. It is so good.
Yeah, I plan to. I've seen it on there. So
it is so good, dude. You'll be like, why didn't I watch this sooner? Thank you, Brim, for suggesting it.
Yeah. I haven't been much of a movie guy lately, at least new movies anyway.
No, neither have I.
My wife and I watched last night. I don't know if you've seen The Mist. I think that's what it's called, The Mist. It's a horror movie.
I've heard of it.
Should give it a shot.
The Mist? Oh, I saw The Mist years ago. Is that the one with Thomas Jane?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I saw that one. That was one heck of an ending.
The ending pissed me off, though. I'm not going to lie.
The ending was phenomenal. Now, what you should be checking out after everybody goes to bed is It, Welcome to Derry.
Oh, yeah. I watched that.
Have you seen the opening yet?
The
opening theme?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Now, have you read it?
I haven't read it.
So, you saw the first the movies, the 2017 and 2019 movies.
Yeah.
Now, first of all, I hate to burst your bubble here, but the Losers Club didn't actually kill it. They just subdued it, that cycle. You can't kill it. And you can't kill the Deadlights. You can kind of take them away, but they will always resurge. They will always come back. It's a cosmic entity.
Yeah.
Now, what's happening here is they're doing in the book. There is big events that happen in Derry, big ones that harbor when Pennywise awakens and when right after he's done feeding and leaving. His big meal, basically. The first one is the Black Spot, which is what we're covering right now. Then it's going to be the Kirsch Ironworks. Then it's going to be the 1908 massacre. Those are the three big events. Now, unfortunately, I was going to do a video on this later this week, but I think they're fucking up already. The show is fantastic. It is so good. It only has 6 episodes left. And then we don't get any more till 2027.
Oh, yeah.
Stop doing series and then waiting 3 years.
That's what's pissing me off with Stranger Things, but at least it's finally
It's
coming
ending. We're apparently the Duffer Brothers have said they are wrapping up everything. Every questions will be answered. Everything you need to know will be in these. And honestly, given how the length of the episode, which are between 90 and 120 minutes each, we will have the answers that we need and the tie-ups that we deserve.
Yep.
Because actually, I trust the Duffer Brothers. They just seem to want to finish telling their story.
Yeah, they do great.
So. They do very, very good work. Sure, they kind of fucked up in season 3, but they made up for it with season 4.
Yeah.
But it's just like Reacher's the only one who has it right.
Yeah.
1 season, 1 year. But no new episodes till 2027. That's you're gonna lose your momentum in hype train.
I wish that they don't do long series anymore. There's like the very few that's like NCIS that still does that, like stuff like that. But
serials.
They don't really do anything else like long series like that. Yellowstone does a good job at doing that.
Yellowstone is great. It landed. We are supposed to be getting a Beth and Rip spinoff called The Dutton Ranch.
Yeah, and then the Marshall, I think. Yeah.
And I know Taylor Sheridan's still doing Landman.
Yeah.
So we'll have Landman. And I love Landman. I'll be doing episode reviews for Landman.
Nice.
But this is just the whole. Oh look, we're gonna wait 2 years before we give you 8 more episodes. It has to stop. It has to end. There has to be a no, because Stranger Things took 10 years to do. And while I get it's a different period of time and stuff like that, and shooting and shit, this is why you greenlight it for more than 1 season. Like if the show does well, you greenlight the other 2 and you start filming. You start casting, you start filming, you start doing your thing. Even if it's a year and a half, I take a year and a half because, because of the quality of the show. The special effects in this are phenomenal. Like, it puts the movies to shame. The movies had to stick with a set script. They had to stick, certain things had to happen, which is great. And they did their own little spin and adaptation and stuff like that. But this, they just go all out. There is so much stuff they can tap into with these 3 events. And Pennywise hasn't made an appearance yet. It has made multiple appearances, a grand total of 6. But Pennywise hasn't made an appearance because Pennywise is like Vader. A little bit of Pennywise goes a long way because when he shows up, it's going to make a massive hit. Shit's about to get real. It's like Vader at the end of freaking Rogue One.
Yeah.
As soon as that lightsaber guts, it's like people going to die. This is like everyone like, what did Vader do? They're like, you don't seem to understand. This was Vader before he realized Luke was alive. This was Vader when he thought he lost everything. And he was wallowing in anger and self-pity. So yeah, it's definitely going to be good, but the time gap is what's killing it for me. Like I'm watching it because I do reviews and stuff like that. But honestly, if I had heard that, I'd be like, I can just wait till before the next season. It's what I did with Wednesday because I don't want to sit there and wait for another season. Like, and if it was like 26 episodes or something like that, I'd be like, okay, I can get that. But this is 8.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while. I don't like waiting. I hate it, but
I mean, I can wait a month for a comic book.
Yeah,
a month is nothing. I wait 3 months for a comic book. I used to wait for like some of my favorite television shows were like the summer series, the filler series that they gave you. We got some really bangers that came out of nowhere. We got the OC. which was actually a pretty decent series. One of my favorite series was called Point Pleasant.
Yeah.
You ever hear of it?
I've heard of it, yeah.
And and that was really good. It got one season because it was caught up in the Buffy craze and everything like that. But that was really good. And yeah, but this is just crazy. So, did you have a good Halloween?
Yeah, I mean,
Did you get a lot of trick or treaters at your door?
no.
No.
We watched the Welcome to Derry series, so that was fun. But we drove like 30 minutes for this like supposed like huge event for my kid for trick or treating. It was nothing. It was like a bounce house and then like a barbecue. It wasn't even trick or treating. But we'd been taking him out the last couple weeks to go trick or
Damn
treating.
shit. So, Bo, you hated and loved Beth, but you're so tired of her character. I honestly want to see more Rip. I love Rip. Rip was my favorite character on Yellowstone.
Yeah, Rip was pretty good.
Rip was just bad. I tuned in to watch Rip and Kevin Costner. After Kevin Costner left, I just watched for Rip.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So this popped up on my Reddit feed, and I thought you'd get a kick out of it. Now, this is top tier trick or treating and candy. He's given candy and comics.
Oh, nice.
Probably just simple dollar books.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got that. He's not the only one either. There was another one doing it too. Right there.
Hey. Nice.
Now I had to go in and check on this. Like, okay, good. It's a Secret Wars Spider-Verse. It's beat to hell. It's not worth anything, but get the kids reading the comics.
It's something, yeah.
Get the kids reading something. And more importantly, Miles Morales is nowhere on there. Why? Because Peter Parker is Spider-Man and Miles Morales is Miles Morales. But no, I saw these and I'm like, this is fantastic. If I ever get a non-third floor apartment and I see, kids in the neighborhood, I will put out I'll spend like $30 on comic books and candy and drop them out there. Yeah. Sure, why not? Please take one of each. Happy Halloween. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
It's really great to see stuff like this. Maybe I should actually email these to Gary from Nerdrotic to give Mrs. N some ideas for next year.
Hey, yeah, that's a good idea.
She loves Halloween. That woman loves Halloween.
Hey, give me just a second, okay?
Yeah, not a problem. But no, Bo, I am really excited for a lot of the shit coming out. Like Landman. Oh, what do we got here? We got Landman and Stranger Things. Welcome to Derry. Oh, the Pendragon Cycle comes out in early January. I'll be doing reviews on that. But yeah, just Pokemon packs? Dang! Hope that family wasn't sending out expensive cards. You could buy a pack of... When I started playing card TTRPGs, packs were $2.95 each, and I still thought they were too expensive. I started playing Magic the Gathering back in Ice Age, and I quit in the early 2000s because I just didn't want to play anymore. It got too expensive. Pokemon card give out? Good for them. Good for them. Welcome back, Gingy.
Thank you.
So, I subscribe to League of Comic Geeks. It is $1.90 a month, a mighty $1.90 a month.
Oh, yeah.
I don't mismatch. So I pissed off the entirety of Reddit when I got downvoted into oblivion when I said, you don't have to play the tournament types that they say. You can play the game how you want to. Man, that really pissed them off. Like, you stick with the basics, 4 of every card, minimum 60 card deck, stuff like that. But you can build whatever decks you want. You don't have to stick to a restricted list or whatever, or play a certain type. You can build and play your deck however you want. That seemed to really piss them off for some reason. My card shop, when I was going down there, like 15 years ago, wow, it's really been that long. They had custom rules for their own thing. So they had tribal. Because we would always build theme decks, and they would always build theme decks, and we would always build these really cool things, and the owner was in charge of it. And if it stuck with the theme rules, it would be fantastic. Like, you would just do all this really cool stuff. And everybody was coming out with all these really cool decks. Like, we had a vampire deck, we had a dragon deck, we had all this stuff. And it was usually and they were like 70 card decks, stick with the theme. And every time a new set come out, people weren't looking for the new set to play whatever type. They were looking for new sets to see how it fit into their tribal decks. And it wouldn't even be tournament. It was all just fun and friendly. Everybody had a tribal deck. Everybody had fun. I had a cleric deck, which was unbelievably cheesy and fun. It uses some onslaught cards with Scion of Darkness, but instead of using like the standard clerics, I would use stuff from like Fallen Empires for 2-mana clerics. I was using Dark Rituals to speed up the deck. I had Lakes of the Dead, Yawgmoths too, just cards that were junk binders I made into a murder deck. Like, literally everything, if a creature hit the board, it would die. Sacrifice it, destroy it, can't be, just remove everything off the board to let my 6/6 come through and slap you around. Oh, and because my 6/6 hit you, I would start pulling your dead creatures out of your graveyard. It was fun, but my deck I was known for, the really crazy one, was my melee elf deck. Okay. I did not win by Fireball. I did not win by anything. We used to have Friday night 20-person melees. And my deck was it would literally, I would just play land and play elves. I had no Fireball, but I would use a card called Gilt-Leaf Elder, which you tap 5 untapped Druids you control, you take control of all of the opponent's land. And you do that secondly. Now, my win condition was a card called Helix Pinnacle. Add a mana, add a counter, get 100 counters, win the game. So I'd be stealing all their land. Now, this would leave me open. I was like, okay, I'm really left open here. They can fry the elves. They can fry me. I'm vulnerable to direct damage. Okay, so we'll splash green-white. We'll add Constant Mists from Stronghold, which is a buyback fog. 2 mana, sacrifice a land, buyback fog. You use Crucible of Worlds to start pulling land out of graveyards, because you can. And then you use Ivory Mask to prevent people from targeting you. And to prevent, the only thing that could affect me was board wipe, because I'd have 2 privileged positions on the board, which prevented all of my permanents from being targeted with spells or abilities. So basically everything that I did, I could sit there and turtle for 5 turns and just start winning. Because I could, and oh look, I have a card called. What would it do? It would allow me to, at everybody's upkeep, it would untap all of my stuff. So I would just dump 50 counters on the thing one turn, and then it was crazy. And they had to come up with decks just to counter me. I was only allowed to play it once. And the real funny deck was I had a cow deck. I had a deck made completely of Aurochs from Ice Age and Cold Snap. And what they did was it was basically a giant trample deck with Stampede. Like, you would use Tribal Unity and Overrun. Everything had trampled, and you just buffed up everything and shot it at your enemy. It was just unbelievably fun, and I just went boo. But I used to love playing Magic, and then my card shop shut down, and the whole thing shifted to not creating fun decks to whatever popular thing is going, and I'm just like, I got no interest in that. It got popular, it got mainstream.
Too bad.
Yeah.
Yep.
The man. Oh shit! You can't say. Yeah, exactly, Bo. Shit, you can't say that. The manga destroy all humans. They can't be regenerated. Goes over the period of magic during the Ice Age block. It's a love letter to the game. I don't read manga. I'm not. It's way too expensive for me, dude.
Manga?
I have enough. No, I have enough back stuff I gotta read. But no, so back to where I was. League of Comic Geeks. Why do I go here? I have been playing around with this site regularly for the past 3 months, and I finally bit the bullet. And let me tell you, the upgrade was worth it. First, I was using CLZ, and they wanted an exuberant amount of money. They wanted $2 a month for the app and $20 a month for the website. And all that did was keep track of the collection you have. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that wasn't.
This, for $2 a month, which allows you to use the website and the app, less than $2 a month, keeps track of your collection, which, by the way, I'll show you what I have here in a minute. Keeps track of your collection, and it keeps track of the comics you pull every week. And not just your comic books either. This tracks trade paperbacks and graphic novels as well, which is why I recommend it to Gingy here, because he's more of the graphic novel guy than the individual issues. No judgment, dude. Seriously, I completely understand. There are some days I look at my comic shelf and you go, maybe this was a mistake. Because it's just taking up. So I have a 12 cubicle right here. No. Yeah, 12 cubes in this gray thing right here. There's 12 cubes. 6 of them have comic short boxes on them. Spider-Man is full. There's maybe room for 5 more issues. I had to pull my 94 books out and put them in something else.
Dang. See, that's another reason why I don't do single issues, is because of the storage. I like it. I like it on my shelf. It looks nice.
I love my comic books. I really do. Like, I will sit in front of this and open them all up and just look at them and go, man, those are really organized.
That's fun. That's really fun.
But I do have a small shelf of trade paperbacks.
Yeah.
So, but I wanted to go over this. This is absolutely what I really like most about this is you can either scan, like, to enter something into it. You can do it from your phone, or you can look it up on the thing without a problem. But if you do it from your phone, you can scan the barcode or the cover, and it will pick up the cover and put it into your collection. You can add it to your collection that way. And the barcode is great. It really helps with the new issues after I'm done reading them. Scan, bag, board, goes in the box. And this is fantastic. I'm reading the Gargoyles comic because this is written by the guy who did Gargoyles. The art looks the same. The writing is good, and it's a continuation of the show. Nemesis is just because I like Mark Millar, and the guy's a sociopath. He's like a very evil Batman. But my comics, on the other hand, right here, I'll show you my mighty, mighty collection, my little collection that I have. Of course, I got the Rippaverse. I got the Spider-Man Back in Black, some of the Spider-Man Black in Black run, the Family Ties trade paperback, a lot of Allaglen. This is absolutely one of my personal favorites right here. I got the first appearance of the Shadow in the DC universe. It's back from the 70s. It was on my comic. It's not in great shape. I mean, it's not like ripped or anything like that. I think I paid like $10 for it. But it is definitely one of my personal favorites. I have a complete run of Batman the White Knight, Curse of the White Knight, Generation Joker. This is the only real Batman that I get into.
Nice.
And I like Murphy's run on it because it's serious, but it doesn't take itself too seriously. like the first Batman the White Knight run has nods to Keaton Batman. Like they have all the Batmobiles in it. They have Keaton's Batmobile, the Tumbler. They have all of it, and it's basically like an amalgamation of all just It's fan service Batman, and I'm okay with that because I'm not a big Batman guy.
Yeah.
We got the Alleglam books that I have. Marvel Comics, the Age of Apocalypse for the Astonishing X-Men, of course my Rippaverse, and of course multiple full runs of No Restraints Play Black Widow.
Hey.
I am only 4 issues short from all the variant covers, and if I can afford them before MegaCon, I will. If I can get them off of eBay without a problem. I have them all bookmarked so I remember the covers and everything like that. And now I have them on here, but they're going for $25 to $40 each, and I can't justify $25 to $40 each right now. Got a full issue of Blood of the Demon, all 17 issues of that. It's my personal favorite comic book, one of my personal favorite comic book characters. You'll see that a lot on here. I bought a couple of compact Batman books this week. One of the Long Halloween. How is you that's Gingy's territory? Hey,
Oh, fun.
Long Halloween is good. My friend has he's like, hey man, can you go over my collection to see if there's anything that really pops in there that could be worth anything? I'm like, sure, man, not a problem. You could look about. Yeah, I don't really want to take the time. And if there's something you see you like, just pull it. It's yours. You can have it. So I go through his collection and I'm like, dollar book, dollar. No, there was nothing that popped to me. So if it doesn't pop and I don't recognize any of the covers, I'm like, nope, not that. That's not a key issue. That's not important. That's a dollar book. Next book, first printing, Killing Joke, with the price tag of $14.99 on the bag.
Oh wow!
$150, non-graded. And I'm like, okay, write it down. Next issue, Long Night, first print, all the run. Long Halloween, all run. $30 a book. And I'm like, you can get about $270, $80 out of this, but you want to wait till the series starts off to capitalize on everything like that. And he's like, is there anything you saw in there? Yeah, there was some Spider-Man books I wanted. He gave me the first 6 of Superior Spider-Man and a trade paper. Yeah, first 6 of Superior Spider. They're $10 books. They're not expensive. The first one's the only one that's worth money. And he gave me a shit ton of bags and boards that were just sitting in there that he wasn't going to use. And I'm like, thank you. That saved me $35. Bags, a bag. The boards have had a price tag on them of $6.99. That's now $11.99 for boards. The bags are $15 to $20 a bag for 100. Nice. So we got DC versus Marvel. This is fantastic. Everyone should read this. This is just good stuff. I even have I've had the trade paperback for 20 years.
Nice.
And I finally got the individual issues. I got some of the original Demon Run from the 70s. I got 2 Dritz to Erden trade paperbacks. What?
Oh, sorry, what was that cable run?
This one?
A little up a little more. There's that one.
Demon.
The cable up a little. Is that cable?
Maybe this is the last issue of Legion Quest that leads into the Age of. I have the 5-issue lead up from Legion Quest that directly leads into Age of Apocalypse.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And this is it leads into the Age of Apocalypse, and after it leads into the Age of Apocalypse, it goes out. Age of Apocalypse was self-contained in a very, very good self-contained story. But yeah, that's the only cable book I have. This Age of Revelations run was not very good. I was really disappointed with that. It wasn't self-contained. You had to read the 24 issues of X-Men before this, and I'm just like, I'm not reading 24 issues of X-Men.
Yeah.
Of new X-Men. Of course, I have the Dark Horizon, Event Horizon Dark Descent prequel to the movie. Ghosts of Matacumbe Key, really good book right there. Anybody who's into pulp comics and stuff like that, this is a Graham Nolan original, and it's absolutely fantastic. You can find it on his website called Compass Comics. Fantastic book. Of course, I got my Rippaverse books. Sean Murphy did a run of a Hellblazer, so I have that full run.
Nice.
If I ever meet him, I'm going to get him signed. I have first four of the Infinity Gauntlet.
Those are some that I would want.
I'm missing the last. I have a list. I think I paid like $15 to $20 each for my local shop. I'm working on my Dresden Files comic. I'm a big Dresden fan. Anything with Dresden Files, I tend to own. So I'm working on my Dresden run. I'm only short a few books. Yeah, Invincible Ultimate Editions, Volume 1 and 2.
Go.
I want them all.
Gotta catch them all.
I'll get them all eventually. After I get back from Florida, I'll probably get one a month till I leave. Because I have to save everything. Marvel 1602. Have you ever read this run?
No, what's 1602?
Well, they haven't. You'll be happy to hear that they have a trade paperback.
Okay.
And it's a little tricky to find, but I have faith in your scrounging abilities. It's 20 years old. It's Neil Gaiman did it, and it's basically Marvel set in medieval Europe.
Ooh.
And it has everybody, but as different things. Like Doctor Strange is the court magician to Queen Elizabeth, and things like that. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good run. I'm missing the first issue, but I have the trade paperback. If I like all the comics, if I really wanted them, I can pull them off eBay. But I don't care that much. Of course, I have the Mighty Golden Patriot. All hail Yellow Flash and Mighty Golden Patriot.
Hey.
That was actually a really good book. That was a really good read. There was 1602 New World, not as good as 1602 original because it's not written by Gaiman, but it was pretty decent.
Okay.
I got Preacher. I have the prototype comic books that for the game tie-in. God, they're old. My run of the Question. I'm only missing 2 books from this 88 to 1990, the Denny O'Neil run.
Yeah. I need to get into the Question.
Good luck. You'll have to shell out to trade the omnibus. It only comes in omnibuses that are about $100 each.
Yeah, I'm aware.
I paid less for my run than that omnibus.
Oh, okay.
The whole I paid $3 a comic for my $3 to $5. So let's round it up to 4. Make call it even $4 a comic, and there's 38 comics in the run.
Wow.
And there's like 3 trade paperbacks. So, and there was an extra one that came out during Blackest Night when Vic Sage came back from the dead as a Black Lantern.
Oh.
But this brings me to my next topic. We'll get back to my lovely comic collection. There's a new run. Batman, Green Arrow, and The Question breaking up a human trafficking ring. And it's not Montoya Question, it's Vic Sage Question. I have this. I will be having this on pre-order, and I might order multiple of these covers.
This looks interesting.
Oliver Queen, the Green Arrow, is pushed out of his own company's C-suite and must get his crumbling life back together. Oh, Ollie. But that's just Queen Industries' involvement with the mysterious project subbed Arcadia. Spurred on by the question, Green Arrow joins the hunt for answers, but one obstacle stands in the investigation: the Batman. From the decaying husk of Hub City, Vic Sage, the question, goes deep undercover of the trail of a human trafficking operation in the frozen. It sounds so good.
That sounds really
It
good.
sounds really good. And the buzz is like Vic Sage question content in 2025. Oh, let's go. There is so much good buzz coming out for this.
That's a good team up too.
They were already teamed up in the comics. Batman and the Question team up all the time, and so does Green Arrow.
Yeah.
They're all street level heroes, so it really works. So there's that, and yeah, okay, go back. So yeah, that's on my list. Yeah, my run of the Demon from '72. I'm missing 6 issues from this. I got most of it. It's not a big run. The first issue is going to set me back $100.
Oh man,
worth it. It's my favorite comic character, dude. Yeah, Bo, I don't like doing homework for comic books either. Sorry about that delay. 1602 is a great read for trade paperback. Definitely worth you find if you can find it. Saints and Sinners, obviously. I have a full run of Maximum Carnage.
Hey.
I have a full run of Maximum Carnage and a full run of Maximum Carnage and a full run of the I don't have this comic.
Spider-Boy.
I haven't collected it. Stop collecting it. I want this comic. I have read it, but I don't have it. Thank you.
Okay.
I have I have a full run of Venom Lethal Protector as well.
Oh, Lethal Protector. That was
a really good run.
Carnage is my favorite villain.
I got the first appearance of Carnage 1 through 3, the 3 issues.
Nice, man.
I didn't miss. So I saw it on the wall at my local comic shop, and I saw the price, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like hemming and hawing. I can't decide, and then I talk to the guy. I'm like, "Hey, dude, can you go down from 90 to 80 on it?" And he looks at me. He's like, "Yeah," and he walks because I think he just got it. He's looking to flip it fast. And it was the first most expensive comic I have ever bought.
Wow.
And it sits in a hard case in a My Light bag inside my comic bin, and I occasionally take it out and go, and then put it back in there. I read it before it went bagged. I have a full run of Age. I have a full run of the Fatal Attractions from that spanned across the X-Verse, X-Force, X-Factor, and everything. It was basically when they went to Asteroid M and Wolverine got the adamantite ripped out of him.
Oh, yeah.
I have had the Watchmen thing since the Watchmen trade paperback since college.
I've contemplated. People have been poking me about reading the Watchmen. I have yet to read it.
It's good, but you're not going to read it more than once or twice total. It sticks with you. You'll remember it. It's not an expensive book either. There's so many out there. You can probably find a used one for $10.
Well, the compact edition is out there right now, so I might bag it, but I don't know. I
got a full run of X-Men Wolverine Origins.
Hey.
I even have the trade paperback. I mean, I like the story, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's canon." And I'm like, "Okay, it's just a nifty story."
I didn't like it.
Space Daddy.
Hey, Zaylin.
I really wanted this cover, but by the time I went back to order, they ran out.
I got it.
This is my cover. This one's my cover right here.
That's a good. Yeah, I was picking between that one and And yeah,
Me too. Oh, Chuck Dixon, great.
he's been rocking it lately.
All right. Just to keep track of things, on my tower, I have the list of Rippaverse books I have on order.
Holy crap.
Well, that's also Gary's book is on there too.
Okay, yeah.
Gary's book is on there, but there's 5 Rippaverse books in the Rippazine on pre-order. Because I just enjoy them, man. I really do. And it's hard not to support an American company with American workers. You know what I'm honestly waiting for? I'm waiting for Rippa to invest in his own print shop.
Yeah. You know, the thing that is fun for me with Rippaverse is, so like mainstream comic books, you got Ninja Turtles, you got DC, Marvel. Everybody already knows a little bit about those characters before you go into it. But with the Rippaverse, it's brand new, so you don't know a thing going into. So that's what makes it fun for me, is that everything is so fresh, brand new, like it's never been touched.
You're for the first time, you're wondering where they're going with it.
Yeah, you're wondering like what powers do these people have? It's awesome. That's what makes it fun for me. So, oh, which issue is this?
That's the Red Hood the Red Hood that they pulled off shelves after the Charlie Kirk incident. My comic shop was limiting to one of each cover per customer, so I pulled the Jim Lee variant and the other one, and apparently they're going for fairly positive cash.
Wow.
Apparently, I paid $5 for this, and it's got $6 for this, and it's going for 44. I'll have it sit there for a while. I have 2 copies of it. I didn't read them. I literally did. I bought them for pure flippable purposes. Down the line, if I need emergency money for something.
Yeah.
I have 7 issues of Civil War. The core set. Oh, and the Death of Captain America. I have that too.
Civil War is one of my favorites.
It's a good one. Civil War is fantastic. General, like one of the, I have lists of like after I'm done with the Demon Run, I will always want to collect something vintage. I always want to collect something that's old, but I never want to collect something that's popular, that's mainstream. And I realized that there's a perfect character out there that will let me do it for a long-term period of time, and that's Jonah Hex.
Oh, I want to get into Jonah Hex.
And I like, believe it or not, I thought the movie was shit, but I liked the character of Jonah Hex. Yeah. That the Confederate soldier turned bounty hunter, master marksman, with just that splash of mystic in him.
Yeah.
And I really, really liked that. So I decided that I was going to start collecting Jonah Hex after I was finished my Demon Run.
Yeah.
Because I only have 6 issues left, and when you're on the tail end of collecting something, you want to get the next one set up to keep you busy. And I was going over the prices of the book, and there's not a book over $40. They're not popular. They're not mainstream. I'm like, this is a perfect thing. So what I started doing is I opened up a Google Doc and started making lists of all the comics. You know, what runs, what periods, what dates, and everything like that. And, you know, I haven't printed it out yet, but I actually have a 3-ring binder that I take with me that has a list of all the really, like, there's the list I give my comic shop to round out stuff for when they buy collections. Mm-hmm. And then there's my lists. Like, when they see, like, I will show up down at my local comic shop and I'll bring the board, I'll bring the binder, and they're like, "You're hunting today." I'm like, "Yes." For books that I did not give you the list for. Because half of the fun is finding the comic you want in that box. Now, I really do wish I could travel more places outside of where I am now. But right now I have a comic shop. There's a couple away, but if I can find rides to on the regular. But yeah, I want to finish off the Infinity Saga for comics. I'm only They're going to be about $20 a book, but I can take my sweet ass time on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then there's Almighty Battle Beast.
He's my screensaver right now.
He is so good. That trade paperback comes. Okay, 2 weeks, dude. Pull list. Let's go here. Pull list. The week of the 12th. I will be at the comic shop throwing money at them to get home. Because what I'm going to do is that week, I have a calendar next to me. That week, I'm going to read all 3 Transformers trade paperbacks. And then the 4th, and then the 27th and 20th. I'll be all caught up on Transformers by the end of next week.
Nice.
This is actually one I'm really looking forward to.
Oh, me too.
We don't see nearly enough Static as we should.
I'm ready.
Static. They like apparently he's stuck in Wright's hell.
Okay.
That's why we haven't seen him, but we're getting some Static Shock, and I am so excited to get Static Shock. Not just regular Static Shock, Batman Beyond, and I am going for this cover.
I'm here for Batman. I'm here for Batman for sure.
I'm not a big Batman fan. I want more Static. And we're gonna have Superman's gonna be in the comic and everything, and this is so good. And I want this cover.
It's a good cover for sure. There's a guy that I talked to over on TikTok, and he looks just like him. People were pointing it out. It's pretty funny, but
no, I am so excited for that. And of course, I'm excited for my next event, Horizon Dark Descent and the Punisher, and what's Cap doing in Wakanda now, stuff like that. And my Spider-Man 94. I am excited for that, but this one and the trade paperback for Transformers. And then after I'm done reading all that, I'm going to reread Battle Beast. But after this month, this is like an expensive month for me. Also, what I really like about this is they'll track the price of your comics, how much you have weekly.
Hey, I didn't know that.
Yeah, normally this month would be $40 cheaper because these 2 trade paperbacks are $17 each.
Yeah.
And then next week $10, $11. Oh, I subbed to this. They recommended this, and that's a Daredevil Punisher called Devil Trigger.
Oh yeah, I have that on my list for sure.
This actually looks really interesting to me.
So I'm weird. I like to get, if I really am interested in the story, if I feel like I really want to get the book, then I'll get the first issue. And then I'll decide, okay, it's worth waiting for a little while to get the paperback.
Demona, Punisher, Transformers, so they pushed back Spider-Man 23 to December. Yeah. Ultimate Spider-Man. So that means the series actually doesn't wrap up till the end of January.
Okay.
And then after that, after this run is done, there's no more comics for me coming out. Like January's it. And it's like a grand total of $45-$50. Nemesis end runs, the Phantom end runs, Kingdom Come end runs, the Punisher end runs. God, that Punisher run is so good. Transformers, they don't have anything new for Transformers past issue 30. Don't know what they're doing. Spider-Man 94 wraps up, and I'm actually really looking forward to this.
Nice.
This is the continuation of the television show.
Yeah.
And it's one of my personal favorites. But after that, there's nothing, man. I'm trying to see if the Arcadia has any more issues, or is it just there's apparently 2 issues so far, and that's it. So we'll see what happens, but no, it looks pretty solid. There's some pretty they're few and far between, but you can definitely find some good books going on lately.
Oh
You
yeah.
just gotta you gotta be picky, and you gotta just not buy everything that comes out.
Yeah. Yep.
Like I like event like it also there's the books that you can enjoy, but not you can admit you like a bad comic book. It doesn't have to be a great comic book, but you can enjoy it.
Yeah.
But Event Horizon Dark Descent, the prequel is absolutely fantastic. It's dark, it's gritty, but yet it's a little psychedelic at the same time. It's the art is really out there. The art is really like hard at some points. And it's definitely not for kids.
Okay.
Punisher Red Band actually comes in a plastic bag.
Yeah.
So there's that. The Marvel Knights Punisher. But that Batman run looks absolutely fantastic. The Batman Static run looks great. And I also recommend that you check out Static Shock too, dude. Like he's actually a comic book that's pretty consistent overall with good shit. And he's actually supremely powerful. Like
So,
he's not just, like he contains like fundamental, like his borderline power cosmic.
1 second. So
Uh-oh.
I got Hobo over on X was told me that I need to get into Static. I was like, okay. He didn't give me any suggestions. So I got this, not knowing what it was.
Yeah, I saw that at Ollie's.
Yeah.
You know what you should also do? Watch the cartoon.
I can't find it. I've had a hard time finding it. But he said that this wasn't any good. I don't know if I should take his word for it or not. I haven't read it yet.
It's you can find you have to buy it, but all the seasons are on Amazon Prime for purchase, and you can buy more ways to watch. Yeah, woo, yeah. Oh yeah, you can buy each season for like $15 on Amazon Prime.
Oh, okay. Well, there's 8 seasons.
4.
Okay, I was like, what?
And if you really like, so there is a forgotten cartoon that came out that tied into Batman Beyond called the Zeta Project.
Yeah, I actually saw that the other day. Yeah.
Zeta Project is really, really good. But no, lots of comics coming out. The cartoon was peak, dude. The cartoon was peak, Bo. It really was. So I think that's about it today, dude. I mean, we went over comics. We went over the state of the DC universe and what the hell they're going to do with it. Who the hell knows? Went over trick-or-treating. Comics given out as Halloween for trick-or-treat. And we were being basically talking shop and being around the comic book shop for an hour, which, man, I really miss that shit. No, but so much good stuff. That, man, Battle Beast, that trade paperback, man. I haven't I read each individual issue, then boarded them and didn't read them again. So I'll get to read all of them, but I won't have to wait this time. I'll just keep going. And I cannot wait till the next Battle Beast runs around, man. I cannot wait till that comes out.
What is the Spider-Man? Do you know when the Spider-Man 94 is coming out for paperback?
No clue.
Okay.
They're $4 an issue. Get a short box, and it's one of those things where it's like they might not come out in trade paperback because you're better off, honestly, just getting a simple short box, tucking it next to your bookshelf, and just storing the books.
I have single issues. They're just at home, so. But yeah.
That's it. So no, man, I still cannot believe that Spider-Man Ultimate is coming to an end.
I've heard really good things about it. Man, I've just been out of the loop for comics lately.
Buy the trade paperbacks. You're fine. They're all out. You can get it. It's like every other trade paperback. They're out. This one will come out a month after the comic run ends in February.
Yeah.
I have all the comics. I legitly have all the comics. I actually heard such good things about Spider-Man Ultimate that I actually went down to my comic shop, asked if they had a copy. I heard it was sold out. Said they didn't, but would put me on the list, and I have been subbed to it for the last 2 years ever since. It has been one of my monthly comics. I got on Battle Beast because of the Invincible hype. I didn't know how much I would love it. And then I realized, like, this is what Otley and freaking Kirkman win comics. It's all they do. It's what they do best. They just win. There's something about these two when you put them together, they make a fantastic book. Writer and artist are in sync, and it is amazing. They did Invincible. Kirkman has been writing Transformers, working on and writing some of the Transformers stuff. He did Void Rivals. He does the G.I. Joe runs. And this is like, it's crazy. And I honestly cannot wait for more. Like, my hype aside, I honestly did not know how much I was going to love this comic book series. Apparently, my Spider-Man #1 first printing of Ultimate Spider-Man is going for about $108, and I only paid $40 for it. But no, that's just about it and all we got for today.
Alrighty.
It has been a good stream, man. I'm sorry. I really did not mean to kill your excitement for Green Lantern, man. I really didn't.
I don't know. We'll see. I guess probably not.
You know, there's nothing wrong with enjoying a show, but there's a problem. It's like if it's like the greatest thing in the world. Like Rippaverse. I love Rippaverse. I think I love Rippaverse. Doesn't mean everybody else is going to like Rippaverse. There's, something's bad. You can like something that's bad. Just admit it's bad. Then there's like, I like it. Doesn't mean you're going to like it. And then there's a thing that's objectively good. Prime example, Kingdom Come. Not a DC fan. Want to read Kingdom Come. There's something that transcends it all. So that's where I am. Rippaverse, I love Rippaverse. I do think it's good. Would I recommend it? I think there's a comic in Rippaverse for everybody if they want something to read. Give it another year. You'll literally have everything with Salvage coming out, the Black Eye Club, really in Ronoshi, or The Curse, all that. So there will be a comic for you in there somewhere. You just got to find it. Yeah. And if you don't want to read it, that's all right, dude. I'm not going to force you. What's on pre-order for Rippaverse? Alpha Core and Detention Crew. Detention Crew is a kid's comic, but it's the Soska Sisters' first attempt at a kid's comic. Taking a read. From what I'm seeing from images and a feel for it, I feel like it's a Sky High for villains.
Yeah.
Which would absolutely be in the Soska Sisters' wheelhouse, and I cannot wait. But no, hey, Jose Taco. We're just wrapping up. Welcome in, man. We've been live for, a little under 2 hours. An hour and 50 minutes, which is about what we do, a little under 2 hours is what we normally do. This is like a Temu FNT. But yeah, thanks everybody for coming through, Gingy. Always good to see you, buddy. Always good to catch you around. And catch me live Thursday with Wasp. I will be reviewing, we will be going over the movie Lawless with Tom Hardy, Jessica Chastain, Shia LaBeouf. Unbelievably, phenomenally underrated film. Definitely needs more attention, and that's why we're giving it a review to see if we can get some eyeballs on it. But for now, we will catch you all next week. Gingy, where can they find you?
Most of my interactions is on TikTok, but you can find me on X, YouTube, and Instagram.
All right. Ginger Wolverine, check him out. Does great little shorts. I don't do shorts. I'm too old to do shorts. But thanks everybody for coming through. Appreciate it. If you just copping in and like, subscribe, share this out there. Don't forget to leave a comment after the video is done. I have to unlist it to make sure my video is promoted. But you can check the Shortbox archive for more back videos for this stream and stuff like that. But for now, thanks all, and I will see you next Sunday. Have a great week, everybody.
See ya.